Many Barnstable residents are on the town's inactive voter list. We tell you how to check your voter status. And it's a beautiful summer. We chat with Town Manager Mark Ells about improvements in Hyannis. These stories on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Monday, July 25th, 2016. I'm Sarah Mantle. More than 4,000 Barnstable voters are listed on the town clerk's inactive voter list. Voters end up on the list for a variety of reasons, most popularly for not returning a census, for not having voted in the past 4 years, or moving, even within town. And of course, not filling out a change of address form. The town clerk will be placing a list of all of the town's inactive voters in each post office in town, in the town's information booth, and in the clerk's office. If you would like to check your status, call the clerk's office at 508-862-4044. That number is 508-862-4044. You must be registered to vote by August 19th in order to be eligible to vote in the September primary election. To get an update on how the summer is going in Hyannis and about the year-round budget process here at Town Hall, we chatted with Town Manager Mark Ells. We share that interview with you now. Watching Barnstable this morning, and joining me now is Town Manager Mark Ells. Good morning, Mark. Thanks so much for joining us.
How are you today?
Doing very well. Did you have a nice weekend?
Very nice. How about you?
Beautiful. It was a beautiful weekend.
It's been incredible for our beaches and all our visitors. Everybody I run into on the streets
having a great
happy.
Summer.
Yeah. They're very happy.
I mean, I think the only thing that may not be just too happy about the weather is the grass, you know.
Well, that's
some
okay.
dry grass.
You're supposed to have a brown lawn on Cape Cod, aren't you?
Is that right?
I think so.
Well,
Mine is.
Let's talk a little bit about the summer, because so far, like we've said, we've had very few rain days. It's been going very well. Traffic is, really heavy, which is a good sign for our local economy. And Main Street's been looking well and doing well so far this summer. Have you heard anything from some Main Street businesses about the summer?
We have. And actually, last week I was invited to attend the Chamber's after-hours gathering, and they recognized our police department, which was really nice, for the wonderful job they do throughout our community, and specifically the improvements we've made on Main Street, Hyannis. So this year, I think, is showing very positive signs. I see a lot of families out walking. I talk with a lot of people of all ages, and they're talking about coming downtown and walking around and enjoying all that we have here. So it's really, I think, exciting. We made a few more changes, a lot of them with our police department's recommendations. We had the community impact unit out there who specifically is focused in and around downtown Hyannis. We added community service officers, so we've got a group of young people who have been trained by the police as their eyes, and in many cases able to become a communication point on the ground, walking the street with our businesses, with our visitors, with our residents. That's been received very well. And I think,
is that the first year for this program?
It is.
Because I didn't notice it before, and I'll tell you, I see them out there all the time, really engaging. So it seems to be really working and being
absolutely.
Very effective.
I was brought up that when you walk down the street, and I do it still, you say hello to people and you talk with people, even if you don't know them. And that's what I like about these young people that are doing this. That's what they're doing. Certainly they're eyes for our police department, but more importantly, they waving to people and talking with them and asking them how they are and asking them if there's anything they can do to assist them. And it just creates such a positive sort of atmosphere that I hope people who are here say, wow, that was really a nice experience. I'm going to go back. So as well as making it safer for everybody. So I think, they play that dual role. I know our police have been out on foot and on bike more actively too on our main street. So.
Yeah, and it's all of these bits and pieces, I think, too, the Main Street Business Improvement District is helping with some free activities on the green, which is great, coordinating with our arts and culture coordinator, Melissa Chartrand. And we have music now being broadcast on the town green during the day. That's really great.
I hear people walking by talking about it.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, isn't that nice? And now, okay, where's the harbor? So in many cases they're coming or they're going from the harbor back up to Main Street. We're going to have an informational kiosk up at the Main Street end of the green that'll be same sort of style as the shanties. We've got 5 more shanties going in here right next to Town Hall. That'll probably happen this fall, as well as the shanties that we have down along Bismore Park. So there's going to be a very nice link from Main Street to the harbor. I don't know, it won't happen for this season, unfortunately, but perhaps later in the season, and then certainly for the spring when we reopen. So that's exciting.
Love that. I love that bustling activity. Not only is it great for our visitors, but it's also great for our residents to come down and enjoy this fabulous. It's almost like a food district, really, in Hyannis.
Well, it's our arts and culture district.
Yeah, it's
and
fabulous.
So it is fabulous, and we're hoping too to expand. One of the comments we hear, both from people who use Town Hall, but our visitors as well, is lighting so important, especially if you want to have that activity later in the day. And so we're looking at that right now, not just around Town Hall, but the walkway. Just make sure everything's in place, our parking lots, so that everybody feels comfortable, and we'll just keep on coming as we lose our sunlight or are here in the evening. Either way.
Well, I want to talk to you about a couple things too. I know the budget process is a process that takes place the entire year round. We went into a new budget year recently. So what is the budget like at this point for you? How is that going?
Well, fortunately for us here in Barnstable, it's a very positive experience for all of us. I think what we've done through the leadership of our town council and our management team. Truly, though, town manager signs everything, but our finance director, Mark Milne, is really organizes it and does a fantastic job. So we go into this in a very positive mode. We have very good open communications with our school department and superintendent, and I've had the opportunity to start meeting with her already. She's a pleasure, a professional, so I'm excited about that working relationship. We meet every Monday morning for an hour, and so we'll go into that sort of discussion because our schools are a big part of our operating. I mean, we do about a $200 million a year operating budget, and they're about just under $70 million of it. So that's a big piece of it. So to have that relationship, to know that we're all working off of good numbers, we all have a plan, we're clear on our priorities, is a positive thing. And so we go into it right now. We really never stop. It's continuous. And we begin our discussions on our programs and any changes we might have, any challenges. Looking back a year, our revenues came in a little above what was anticipated. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's never a bad thing.
That's always positive. Our expenses came in where we thought they would within the budget. Certainly in a community like Barnstable, we have lots of capital projects that we need to manage. So you never have enough resources to do everything that you hope to. And so you focus first on those things that are non-discretionary. You have no choice. And then the discretionary. And we go through a very logical process. We have the help of our comprehensive financial advisory committee, as well as clear guidance from the council. The strategic planning they do and the establishment of priorities for us is essential. So the resources that we do get, we focus on the priorities that the leadership sees and the community communicates to us, and we move forward. So we're in a very positive position going into FY18, and I think well into the future.
Well, love to hear that. That's great news. So good news on Main Street, good news in the finance department. We really appreciate you. And you can hear from Town Manager Mark Ells every Monday morning during our hour-long news program, Barnstable This Morning. That program airs weekdays at 8 a.m. On tomorrow's show, we will chat with Chief of Police Paul McDonald. We'll talk with Director of Public Works Dan Santos. Plus, we'll have all the news and information you need. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mannel.